Hello, State Senator J.D. Mesnard from District 13 here for another legislative update. It's been a big week at the legislature. This is called Crossover Week, where we are trying to push all of the Senate bills out of the Senate over to the House. They're trying to do the same with theirs. And then we'll begin the period where we're considering each other's bills in committee. So it's a marathon of votes that are happening, and I'll highlight a couple of my bills. One that I mentioned before is actually a measure that would go to the voters of Arizona or be passed as a bill, either way, that would use future government surpluses to actually reduce taxes on Arizonans. So anytime you'd see a surplus in the future, we'd cut that in half and take half of it, give it back to the taxpayer. Half of it could go to whatever needs we have of the day. That did pass out of the Senate. I've gotten it out of the Senate in the past, hoping that we can get it out of the House this year. That'd be a huge help to taxpayers. Another measure that I put out there has to do with government-managed funds and making sure that they are not investing in stocks and bonds that are connected to China. China is an adversary, and so we just want to make sure that taxpayer connected money isn't going to supporting businesses that are connected to China in some kind of way. So for instance, money that gets put into a pension plan, that pension then invests the money in various stocks and bonds. That's all fine, but we want to just make sure that that stays at home and is not supporting companies connected to China. Because again, as an adversary, it's really in our nation's best interests, our national security interests, to make sure we're not tethered to them in some kind of way in case things go south and the tension between the two countries grows even more. Another measure I'll mention has to do with something that's come up because of artificial intelligence. So it's an exciting new technology, AI, that we're hearing about. But one thing, unfortunately, we're seeing is people are using AI to create digital images of other people, perhaps in some sort of sexual position or nude position, and then spreading that around. And a lot of the time this happens to women, and they get victimized in this way. I did run the bill a number of years ago that created a statute to ban using nude photos of women against them and harassing them in this way. But now AI has allowed for something that we never anticipated, which is very realistic images that, again, can be very damaging to women. So I'm hoping that this measure can get out of the Senate. Still waiting for a vote, and I'll keep you posted on its fate down the line. That's all for this week's update. Until next time, God bless.